People don't know that Mako is a shark.
Do they not?
I don't think so.
Okay, well let's put it at the start. Ready?
Yeah.
Mako is a shark. Da 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 da. It's Tor Mako from Grapplesnake.
Mako.
Mako, number one. Mako, our number one shark, and maybe our new number one favourite string. We're here to find out. The gauge is 1.25 and it is circular, it is round. Round strings give you more control. And so Tor Mako is a Tor level string, which kind of makes sense. But they've also added what they call
an abrasive surface.
Mid-abrasive, I believe. Not super abrasive, a little bit.
I think it said mild abrasive.
Mildly abrasive.
Not mid.
You can't really feel it to your finger. We'll find out whether you can feel it on the ball when we start playing. We have strung our V-core here, our testing V-core, with Tor Mako, 1.25 at £50. We've actually been using all the Grapplesnake range for a number of weeks. So mainly to test the tension maintenance, which is supposed to be good on this. So we'll see how it's playing now as it was when we actually freshly strung it 5 or 6 weeks ago.
Yes, we have used our ERT machine and it is now at £47. So pretty good. Before we even get started. Like Josh said, we've been using it for a while, so we'd have expected it to have dropped a bit more than that. So well done, Grapplesnake, already. If
you want to watch our testing in a longer format, at the end of the video, you're going to get a chance to watch me and Ben go through how we normally do it. So there's some extended clips of us playing, so you can see sort of the style of play that we're using and how the ball's reacting and how the string's reacting to different types of shots. It's been asked, we have answered by providing it for you.
And maybe you'll learn a thing or two.
Maybe.
Maybe.
If you want to learn a thing or two, we have a coaching YouTube channel. So feel free to jump over there and check out what we're doing with that one too.
One of our favourite comments ever, I would say, is that we use a certain phrase too often. So we're not going to get on court and put this string through its paces. We are going to get on court and have a go, have a game, play around with it a little bit. Yeah?
Oh, it feels wrong.
It does, doesn't it?
Let's go. This is Grapplesnake's Tor Mako, their latest release, packed full of their newest innovations. What did you think?
Straight up, I'm not a huge fan, to be honest. It was, we've done a few Grapplesnake strings now, and I would say this is my least favourite.
I would concur. I think it's because it's round.
Yes, I can't stand round. I've got really strong feelings about it.
Because it's round, it's not supposed to be really spinny.
No.
But it is. And that's partly because the strings slide a bit better, but also maybe it's the mildly abrasive texture.
Yeah, so the problem with gauging or trying to understand a tennis string is that there's all these factors: the shape, the gauge, the surface, the tension, the material. They all sort of act with and against each other to sort of create this overall feeling. So just by making it round doesn't necessarily make it more spinny or less spinny, because it depends on the other characteristics as well. So to make this round so you get a bit more control seems all well and good, but it hasn't worked, has it? I don't feel like I had that much more control.
No, you said everything that I agree. I think, surprisingly enough, I agree. The only thing that I felt was surprising, or I was shocked.
Shockingly.
Anyway, was the spin feeling and the actual feeling on contact. It actually, when I first used it, I felt like it was quite similar to Game Changer, which is square. Yeah. Which is going to be less circular if it dried.
Yes, and to me, Game Changer, which is another Grapplesnake string, for those of you who haven't watched our other review, exactly, feels really cheap, and this feels cheap to me. It didn't feel very nice. So a lot of the other Grapplesnake strings do feel very nice. Tor Sniper we both like, Tor Mate we both like the feeling of.
This is Tor Mako.
I didn't say Tor Mako, I said Tor Mate.
Oh, M8,
yes.
Mate.
Sorry, yes. So we do like the feeling of some Grapplesnake strings, just not Tor Mako. It's not for us, doesn't mean it isn't for you, but it just doesn't really feel like it's aimed at Tor level players. I can't imagine a Tor level player particularly liking this. It actually feels like it might be more suited to a club level player. According to Grapplesnake, there is a brand new additive in this string which makes it uncomparable to anything else, and maybe that's why we found it so difficult.
Yeah, it is very incomparable. You can't really match it up against an alternative string. We're thinking round strings, we like restring sync. so different.
Yeah.
In so many different ways. And so maybe this new formula they have, their new secret sauce, needs some refining.
Okay, so there you have it. Grapplesnake's Tor Mako, really, really hard to sort of pigeonhole. We don't particularly like it. There's no reason other players wouldn't. It just doesn't really feel like it gives much of anything.
Yeah,
like
and obviously Tor level strings are supposed to do that to an extent. They're supposed to allow you to kind of input what you want from your game, and the string just kind of helps you do that and is consistent to what you want. The plus mark I would give it has that control element being round. It gets very good levels of spin, and the feeling is one that you would get from a spin string.
Yes.
Think like Alu Power Rough, that rough texture, but it feels kind of more luxurious than that almost.
Yeah, yes. Again, don't take our word for it, go and give it a go yourself. I would suggest this isn't going to be a force multiplier, so this is someone who needs their game tempering down slightly. Yes. Maybe. Yeah. It's not going to lift you up, it maybe just calm everything down a little bit if you're a bit of an overhitter, something like that. And
maybe if you're looking for a bit more spin as well, but you don't want to go to a shape string, then this would probably be a good solution for you too.
There we go, we found it in the end.
If you enjoyed our review, please let us know with a little like, and of course share it to your tennis playing friends. We know you're all in tennis WhatsApp groups. Make sure our videos are published in them regularly.
There we go. Thank you very much for watching.
Good night.
Was that worth going blind for, do you think?
Grapplesnake.